name is Irfan Khan. I'm the CTO here at LightNLight. Today, we're going to deep down into some more lights. Today, we are focusing on the Nanlux brand and the Nanlite series as well. So, we go into the Evoke series today, starting with the 900C. On my left is the Evoke 1200 bicolor, and on my right is the Evoke 2400 bicolor. These lights are very good. So especially the 900C is an RGB ACL full color light, 1200 being a bicolor, very powerful, very punchy. And as you know, the 2400 bicolor is the workhorse of the industry as of now. Beautiful colors, beautiful light, very good output, high CRI rating, high TLCI rating. They are made for filmmaking. We've been using them for a lot of projects and they've been working really, really well. So let's go into one by one, understand what these lights are, how they work, and what environment that you're going to use it for. The way every light has a very different characteristic. How do you want to use it for? And the best part of what I want to say about the Evoke series is the NL mount. So what it does is you can do a lot of interchanging the modifiers. You can use the modifiers for 2400, 1200, the way you want to do it, the lenses, everything. The way these Fresnel works, every Fresnel has a different characteristic. Every Fresnel has been made especially for the light corresponding to it. So what we're going to do is going to look at them and understand how we're going to use it, and little more interesting features that it has, which we really want to use. We really want to tell the DPs and the team who are using it how we can extract the best amount of the potential from these lights. They're very, very powerful, very easy to use, and very versatile. So let's go into it. We'll start with the 900C. I want to tell you something about the 900C. The 900C is an RGB ACL fixture, which has 6 colors in it, RGB, which is your normal conventional red, green, blue, but it has an added 3 more diodes, which is the amber cyan line. So what it does, it gives you a very nice wide spectrum of colors, plus a very nice advanced HSI. So what it, not only like, for example, your normal RGB WW fixture will have a lot of punch. This will have that plus additional color gamut. So what I really like about this light is a very wide spectrum. The CC range starts from 1800 Kelvin going all the way to 20,000. So the 1800 Kelvin, if you look at it, it's beautiful, very nice sodium look it gives, very, very good. And the best part of it is that it'll give you a very consistent CRI across the range. So you won't have any color variations, and this works really beautiful. So if you're shooting at something you want to create authentic looks, this is the light which can create this RGB ACL light. Beautiful colors, beautiful look, has a nice hue saturation. I'll tell you a very interesting feature of the dimming characteristics of the Evoke series. What it does, it takes the dimming, if you look at it, to a 0.1 increment. So it takes 4.1, 4.2, 4.4. So it gives you a very nice steepless kind of a dimming, where you can have a 0.1% dimming and very accurate. So if you have a sequence where you want to do a very nice, like a dim from 0 to 100%, it'll give you a super smooth, silky dimming. So this is a very interesting feature which I really like, and I talk to a lot of DPs and they find this a very interesting feature. Another interesting feature that it has LAN 1, LAN 2. So this is a future ready light which can have basically ArtNet streaming ACN connected to it. You can use it in a virtual production environment where the data is transmitted through different modes, different protocols, and this can support all these protocols. So this has your advanced LAN connections, and you have your conventional DMX in, DMX out. So this light is future ready. So what you're going to do is you have these protocols of streaming AC and ArtNet, connect to a ArtNet controller and send the signal via that. So unlike other lights in the past where it has only DMX and you have to convert it, you have to have special tools to do that, this has already built into it, has built-in feature. Another interesting feature I want to go is if I just go on to the mode. So if it has a normal CCD mode and this has this advanced HSI mode. So what advanced HSI mode does is it gives you an extra bandwidth. You have a regular HSI mode, hue, saturation, intensity, and then you have this RGBW. So this is not an RGBW light, this is an RGB ACL light, but it gives you the RGBW functionality if you want to use it for some software, some protocols of virtual production. So it has this extra leverage that you get from these lights, that it's not only RGB ACL but RGBW. And again, it has another feature, especially for virtual production, that we can use only the RGB mode. So what they've done is, this is used for a lot of virtual production, a lot of in London. I've spoken to some DPs myself where they've been using this light for virtual production and they sync it to the Unreal Engine and its connection, because some softwares like the Matrix and a lot of other softwares support only the RGB mode. So what it does, it recreates with these colors and create this RGB mode. So that's why I wanted to start with this light having these features. It even has a fan control. The fan control goes to a nice very smart low speed mode, so you can switch it off for in between shots, and has a smart mode. It switches on the way if it feels there's a lot of heat. And again, very rugged, very well built, IP54 rating, good light, like weather resistant. You can just put it in the rain, don't worry about the light, IP54 rated. Then again, I'll just go back to this Fresnel. I'll just go to the way this NL mount things work. So let's talk about the FL28. This is the FL28 Fresnel specially made for this light. So what it does, it's not a conventional Fresnel. If you see a conventional Fresnel, it has its concentric circles, but this has a little more. So what they've done is made this Fresnel specially for color mixing. So if you see, it goes from your conventional 11 degrees all the way to 45 degrees. You see the lens moving. But if you go into the HSI mode, if you go do the colors, it actually has these colors. The color reproduction is very nice. You can have a nice color reproduction, because especially in a Fresnel, the color reproduction is not there. Accessories, this is the RF mount, which is the 45 degree. You can use it to have a nice spread. Then you have this 26 degree reflector, which is connected to 1200 bicolor, which can be used for this light as well, and has normal your softbox, your gem balls, your everything. So this can be used as a nice point source light. Again, use a nice soft source. So in my opinion, this light's pretty much very, very, very useful, very versatile, and very customizable. I'll emphasize on this word. This can be customized the way you want to do it. And for virtual production workflows, this works beautifully because it has so many modes into it. You can connect to a different software, connect to a Matrix. It works beautifully to it, because then you have this mode. Then you don't have to struggle. You don't have to find the profile. Oh, how does it match to it? So these lights have built-in profiles. They've thought about this. The engineers at Nanlux have thought about how this can be integrated into the virtual production workflow. That's why I wanted to start with this light. Very interesting. You guys have any question about it? We are open. Come at LightNLight. Explore this light. Gives you very, very nice colors, very nice customizable, because we have to be ready for the future. So this is ready for the future, and we have right here with us. Another one, which is the Nanlux Evoke 1200 bicolor. This has been a workhorse in our fleet. rental fleet, which has worked really well. Everybody really likes this light because it's just the simplicity of the nature of this light. It's so simple. There's no problem at all. You have everything built into it. This supports nice lumen radio. For CRMX control, you can have DMX control. You can have a simple put it out of the condos. Because it's an IP55 rated, 54 rated, it just gives you a weatherproof protection. You don't have to worry about it. And again, with this versatile system of these modifiers, you can use it for different purposes. For example, right now I've connected this to a 26-degree reflector, which gives you a very nice sharp beam and a nice punch to it. So light has a nice punch, but this enhances the punch and gives you that. Then this is the FL35YK, which is a normal Fresnel. If you see, a conventional Fresnel has a nice concentric circle glass where you can use as a normal thing. Use it as a tungsten light because it has a good CCT range from 2800 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. Gives you a very nice variation, whatever you want to use it, put it, bounce it off. It works well. As I said in the beginning, the beauty of this light is the simplicity in it. It's so simple, it works beautiful, works very well. What we have over here is one of the very good, as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, this has been the workhorse of our fleet right now. Currently, every set, everybody really requests for 2400 bicolor because it gives you an equivalent to a 4K HMI and a 10K tungsten. So just imagine you can have a T10 and 4K, two lights replacing one. And because of the Fresnel, it gives you exceptional Fresnel quality. And this Fresnel is very good because it is motorized. If I just put it on, it's a motorized Fresnel. So what it does, it just takes whatever angle that you want, stops the blue mark, stops at right now stops at 20 degree, and you can take it, put it on a board, connect it through a board, and as soon as you connect it, this Fresnel also goes onto the board. So this is wirelessly controlled, beautiful. It shows you the angle right now at 20. This is stopped at 20 degree, so I know what's happening. So this is very nice. And again, as I said, with the Evoke series, this has a nice LAN 1, LAN 2 connection to it. Then if I go to CCT mode, the advantage of this light is the green magenta shift. You can go plus 80, minus 80 green magenta in it. So it actually opens up the possibility of matching the other lights. You have to have whatever you wanted to do with it, have the green magenta content, because this is what the DPs and the gaffers wanted. They wanted the green magenta shift in a big light like this. So this works beautifully well, and it has an external control, this thing. So if it's right there up on the condo, you can have a wired connection of the car, of the additional remote it gives. It can control the main functionality. It has all your proper controls, fan, Fresnel control, everything is there in this, built into it. So if I just go, I can control the Fresnel from here. It works beautifully, and it's a simple light, because that's what makes it very, very good. It's simple, not very complicated, but when you need, it can be an advanced light as well. So a lot of gaffers, a lot of DPs have been using this, and it has your different effects. The lightning effect gives very nice output, gives beautiful output. The smart mode, the FX mode, it works very well. So the fan control is there. It's an IP rated light. Put it out in the weather, extreme weather, it works nice. And then there is a very nice fan control on top of it, so it doesn't get heated up so much, because in India or everywhere, like in the Middle East where we have offices, we have this issue that, the lights get really hot. But this, we haven't any issues because of the fan. They have put a very well engineered fan into it and works nice on this. So this is, again, if you see, the Evoke series has another sensor to it. So if you see the sensor right here, The sensor is on the light. It detects what modifier you've connected to it. So when it detects, it gives you it optimizes the output to it. So right now it's connected to a Fresnel. So if they've done a firmware where this is optimized to the Fresnel. So the quality and the output is optimized, and as soon as I remove this and put this RF NLM 45 degree reflector, it will optimize to it. So it will detect. It's a smart detection system where it works very well. Sometimes you need punch, sometimes you need the Fresnel quality, sometimes you need the lens. So it just the way they've done the maths, its way it connects beautifully and works nice. So this is the 45 degree made out of steel. So it's very hard, very rugged. Use it. It's not plastic, it's metal and works really well. If you put it onto it and as rental houses, we have to be very careful because the way it's used for different sets. So this is a nice touch, the way they've done this. So it works really well. So this is the same light, just coming back to this. This is the PGA NLM 5030. But what they've done, in one lens, you can adjust that. So I think in the studio environment, this is not doing justice to it. So what we'll do, we'll have something for you in the evening time. Maybe go outside and test this lens and test the gobos. You can see the gobos right here. We'll test that as well. So I think this will do justice when you go step out of the studio and understand these lights. So now let's talk about how these lights work in the real world environment. As we saw it back in the studio, these lights are really powerful. They have really good colors and everything. But now let's see 3 big attachments which these lights have and can be optimized in a very big space like this and a very big space, like different situation. So let's start with the first one, Nanlux NL70 parallel beam reflector. So it utilizes same NL mount. So you have the Evoke 2400 bicolor attached to it, and as you can see, this is a very straight 5 degree beam. And if you see the architecture inside this, the way that's made, it actually produces a very nice beam. And if I just go and switch it on, right now it's running at 1% intensity. Let me go to a certain distance and show you this. So right now, this is running at 5600 Kelvin. And it's around 30 feet. So if I just turn this around and just take a reading, you'll see how powerful is this light. It creates a very nice beam shot just going through this. So let me see, if I just press this, let's take a reading and look at it. Beautiful, 900 foot candles at 30 feet. So you can imagine if you just put it back, how it produces really nice light. So it's a really nice beam, and better part is you can just control the color temperature. Really effective, creates a nice light tight beam, and you can work around this. So let's go to another light, which we have another fixture, which I can go and just show you. This is the 4 light fixture. Right now, if you see, there are 4 lights which are connected to it. It's called the Nanlux RF NLM 30 degree lens in every light. So the 4 lights connect together and creates a very nice big source which is more than 10,000 watt. So let's go and just take a reading. If you can just see, like I just put it to 5600 Kelvin and just turn this around a bit, okay, and see how it produces. This is again at 30 feet, 27,100 lux. So it creates a lot of things. I'll just show you the distance right now with my vistrometer. So it is at, let me just dim it down for a bit. So yeah, so let's see the distance. So it's at 31 feet. And let's go and see how it goes. I'll just take a reading. Produce 31,200 lux and around 2,890 foot candles at just 30 feet. So you can imagine how big this light is, how powerful this can be, and can be used for a dual purpose. So it doesn't need, and if you can see the area around me, it's completely lit. And if I just show you one more thing, if you can see the building right there up top, I'll just tilt it up you can see the results up there. Thank you guys. As I said, let's tell us what you want to see. You want to see these lights in the real world environment, we'll show you that. Or you want to do something different, we are open to that. Let us know. Keep watching. See you in the next one.